This would be our AO, like the burn right here. So if you want to circle up right here, that'd be great. All right. You guys want to, I think that's perfect. All right. I wasn't sure if we're going to do like a workout, if we're going to do like self-defense. Who did a camp today? Okay, cool. All right. Let me do this. This is what are some of your expectations? What do you guys want? What are you guys thinking about learning, or what would you like to learn today? So you want to learn how to kick? What else? Cool.
Getting behind. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I think it's more like grabbing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Normally I teach everything. So yeah, we do a little bit of everything as far as the martial arts, every martial art there is. So if you don't know anything about me, I'm a cage fighter. I was under contract with the UFC for 3 years. I've had 150 sanctioned fights. Something I did in college and just got stuck and obsessed with it. So now I enjoy doing stuff like this because my theory is you know, what works in a cage normally will work against an untrained attacker or somebody at least to escape or avoid the situation. I always start out, but as a fighter, does that mean I love to fight? No. What do the greatest fighters in the world hate more than anything? Fighting. There's nothing I want more than when I walk to that cage to get one punch and just go home. I don't love to fight. I love to train. I love the camaraderie. I love this part of it, but I don't love to fight. I want to go in. I want one punch and go home. So that's the idea. Great fighters don't want to fight. And I think we talk about self-defense. I want you to have that same mindset. I'm not thinking, okay, I want to punch and kick this person. I want to stop this person. I want to stop them. So we'll just start here. So first thing we want to do is we'll get a good stance. All right. Police officers, they talk about this a lot. They know that something goes from bad to worse. Who knows what blading means? Blading. Blading is when someone does this. I know it sounds pretty basic. When a police officer has someone, they're talking, or you're with an aggressive subject, as soon as they do this, the whole, the hairs on the back of my neck sticks. I've seen it, thought about it. So that's one of the things you want to think. How do you avoid a fight? Or how do we win a fight? What's the one sure way to win a fight or self-defense situation? Avoid it. Avoid it. Avoid it. Nothing good can happen. Nothing good can happen in a fight. All right. Take it from me. I've broken shin, broken my hand, of course, like in a competitive fight. But the idea there is nothing good can happen by trying to hurt or punch, kick, explosive situation. So working on a little bit today is a little bit of our grappling. Someone grabs our wrist. Someone gets behind us. We're texting. Some of the situations where what I want to take away is that freeze. So today we'll do some just drills. Again, we call it uke tori, the receiver and the thrower, all right? So we're going to go back and forth, do some basic techniques, but just stuff that we want to think about. First and foremost, I want everybody, if I'm the self-defender, what do I want to say to my attacker? How do I say that without saying anything? Back the all right, so let's talk a little about body language. We talk about body language, right? What's body language? Communicating with somebody with just your body. So if I wanted to say stop to somebody, how would I do it? Stop. I'm saying that with that one hand. I'm not going to be like this, right? So I want everybody right now, our self-defense stance, or our fight stance, we call it. I want you to blade and then put that left hand out, all right? In fighting, we call it mano a mano. It's hand to hand, all right? So in fighting, when you see it on a movie or whatever, it's they go, I go. In a real fight, in the cage or self-defense, our hands touch first. Our hands touch first. Our hands touch first. Especially, I'd say, especially for everybody here who has handles on the top of their head. All right. So, you know, women, yes. That's why men shave their head. If you don't know, a lot of fighters, whatever, because it's one of those things until it's happened to you. And in gi work, when we do jiu-jitsu with a gi, you really realize how effective the clothes are. In jiu-jitsu with a gi, you're allowed to choke somebody out with their own clothes. You can literally, if their belt falls out, there's a black belt fight about 2 years ago where his belt fell off, and the other opponent took his belt and wrapped it around his neck. The ref looks over and goes, it's over. He taps. So the idea there is the clothes become a weapon. Does that make sense? So the clothes, being able to understand, like if someone grabs the wrist, the clothes, anything like that is also something we're going to work on today. All right, so let's get started here. All right, so fight stance, self-defense stance. Who's left-handed here? All right, so you're southpaw. Everybody else put your left foot forward. All right, why? All right, because that's it. I want to keep my queen. Who knows how to play chess or knows how the pieces work? Anybody? All right, cool. So the idea there in chess is you have a bunch of pawns, right, on the front row. So it's the same thing where we're trying to keep that front row from getting to the king, we call it, all right? This is my queen, the biggest, most powerful piece on the board. I got lots of jabs. I got lots of jabs of the front row to protect. But the idea is in a fight, I'm using those jabs to open up the board and figure out how I can, at the end of the day, as a self-defender, what do I want to do? I I want to avoid the situation. Sometimes back to the wall. What's the only way to avoid the situation? Put that other human to sleep. Whether it's with a punch to the jaw or getting behind them and choking them. At the end of the day, you see some of the security videos, cops don't show up for 40 minutes. There's two strangers at a convenience store holding somebody down for 40 minutes while the cops come. So the idea is understanding the grappling side of this. We won't want to get there, but how to avoid it is right here. So we'll go our bladed stance. All right, and our left hand's out saying stop. This is my fight stance. If I got MMA gloves on, I'm touching them. I'm touching them. One of the greatest fighters ever, eye poke somebody all the time. He does that because his hands are always here, and when they go and shoot, there's photos of like fingers all the way up. His name is John Jones. He's the only undefeated fighter in the UFC and has eye poked many people because his hands are here. People stop shooting. Does that make sense? So if somebody's going to run at you and you're here, I know you don't think I know everybody teaches this, but that right there is a good self-defense right there, okay? So we're going to start. We're going to do some basic punching. We're going to do some basic kicks to get a little warmed up, all right? And then we're going to do a couple self-defense situations where someone grabs your wrist, someone gets you behind you with one arm trap, and somebody gets you behind you with both arms trapped, all right? So that's kind of what we're going to go through. All right, we're going to blast through it quick, because I know a lot of you guys already worked out, but the goal today is kind of skill acquisition. I want you to walk away with one thing. The best way to learn anything from this seminar is to teach it, all right? I always say teach once, learn twice. What does that mean? Every time I'm teaching something, I'm learning it again. I get new students, new kids in class that are dynamic or different than any other student, all right? It forces me, so you know what I'm talking about. You know, yeah, your son. So it forces me to become, so the idea there is teach some of this stuff. Think about that. Husbands, wives, brothers, sisters, kids especially. Try and teach some of this stuff. So think about that right now. I'm teaching you guys to teach. That's my goal today. I want you to be able to teach this stuff by the end of the seminar. All right, in your bladed stance, let's get to it. So we have our left hand here, all right? So our left hand's out, we're saying stop, all right? Now, if they don't stop, what do we do, all right? I want you to think like you have a dagger. Everybody, put your imaginary dagger in your hand, left hand, all right? And now, stab them with that dagger. Now, I got it. Some people, what are you going to do? If I'm coming in here, I'm going to step and drive. That's my jab, all right? That's that first punch. So if someone comes, maybe she comes to grab maybe my shirt, that first punch. It might not be a punch. It might just be a hand to the face. But the idea is, I don't know who knows this, that's right there your contact point, not your whole hand. It's called a boxer's fracture when you hit over here. You want to drive these two knuckles right through. So when I'm here, what I'm thinking is, I'm coming here like a dagger, and I'm going to take those knuckles, that's the tip of my dagger, boom, and I'll bring it back, all right? But I want to see a good left step, boom, and then I want to back up. That's what I want you guys to get out today is, this is not your jab. My jab is engaging and getting back to safety. So that's what we'll work on. We'll work on your jab and getting back to safety. So let's just work on that light. So it's a step, and then I drift back. That's it. So really big. Go. What are we doing? We're training for fights. Keep going. Keep going. You guys all keep going. We're just pretending. We're actors and actresses. Like the whole time, that's all we're doing. I'm pretending like there's a human in front of me. If I'm on a bag, and let's say an alien came down from space, I'm hitting a bag full of shredded t-shirts with cow leather wrapped around it, pretending like it's a human. It looks pretty weird. So I want you guys to kind of put yourself in that situation. Yeah, okay, there's a person there. Pop. That's it. Let's see it. Pop. Right there. Right through the chin. Left hand. And now our hands come back to here. So I'm saying, hey, I don't want a problem. All right. We're trying to go. Keep going. Keep jabbing. Keep jabbing. Keep jabbing. All right. We'll get it. Yes. Now I want you guys to step in. As you step out, your whole body jumps out. So I'm jumping in, I'm way out here, and then my hands are back up. 101, all right? So that's our jab. Keep going, keep going. So reach. Now, I don't want you guys to come here. I'm saying stop. Dear Mr. Bad Guy, stop, all right? Because what am I really trying to protect right now? My hair. Not me, you guys. So when they come in, I want to be able to get here, all right? So if I'm here, it's a lot slower. So let's say I had hair, and she went to grab on either side. That makes sense? She came in like that, right? So go ahead. Go grab my fake hair. Yes. Got it? Cool.
I know.
If they invite me back, I'll come in and yeah. That's it right there. All right. That sounds fun. We'll start doing that. All right, cool. That'll be my last invite. All right. So that's it. So we got our jab. All right. Then our cross, our right cross. We talk about a classic 1-2. A classic 1-2 works because you have someone on the heels. That first jab might not land, but if they're going back, a classic 1-2. Does that make sense? A lot of times for us as self-defenders, if someone comes and say Liz comes in and she goes to maybe grab at me, grabbing the shirt and punching. That's might be where my cross is. So that's why keeping that, we call it a framing arm. I'm creating a frame between me and them. All right, so this is not a framing arm. This is my framing arm. I might come in and just throw that frame up and punch, or come out, grab the shirt, but at least I want this framing arm that's going to slow that attacker down. Again, basics of self-defense. A lot of this stuff, you know, what are attackers looking for? All right, easy prey. All right, they're looking for, we talk about situational awareness. What are some places, transition zones, some places that you should think about most about being attacked? Parking lot, sidewalk, gas station, and accessory to mugging, or as other people know, an ATM. All right, cool. That makes sense? Yeah. So stay away from ATM, not stay away from it. That's where you have to do situational awareness, has to be on par. Sidewalks, parking lots. Why? Because attackers are looking for easy access, more importantly, easy escape. And parking lots, gas stations, sidewalks all provide that. ATMs obviously is one of those hot spots, but the first three are where we are most complacent. And I talk about this in fights. What am I trying to create in a fight? Moments of complacency. I want them, I know it sounds crazy, I step in a steel cage, I want them to feel safe. As soon as they feel safe, they're going to make a mistake. So a lot of that is just looking relaxed, and they brawl or they throw a big punch. A lot of time I get left hook because they just make that mistake. Does that make sense? So when we're on our stance, all right, let's do it. So now let's do our classic jab, jab, cross, jab, jab, cross. Let's do it. Let's just do it. And then our hands are out. So I really want to focus on this, where we finish. Jab, jab, cross. And I'm here. Look, dear, I don't want to hit you again. All right. Does that make sense? Yes. So the body language says, look, stop. We're trying to create that moment of complacency. And on I got in a self-defense issue where someone's talking, just like, hey, man, I don't want a problem. And then all of a sudden, one shot, and then I go back to it. But that's the idea. I'm not going to be hyped up or try and make them hyped up. I'm going to make them think, hey, I would never hit you, sir. Please don't hurt me. The next thing you know, they're asleep. All right, hopefully. All right, does that make sense? So that's what we're thinking of. So let's do it. Jab, jab, cross. Then we open our hands. And again, both these, this is the tip of your spear. It's the tip of a dagger, and think about how to broadsword. Think about how to broadsword, I'm slaying a dragon. This shoulder would go back. Ha, you got that? So let's try it. So when I'm coming in, jab, jab, this shoulder goes first. Yes, why? Two reasons. One, I want to generate the most speed, but I want to keep them as far away from me as possible. If I'm thinking punching here, they're right here. If I'm thinking punching here, they're way far away. And when I talk about this in a fight, the difference of a cut and somebody going to sleep is about 2 inches. Does that make sense? So that's what we talk about in a fight, precision. Precision. Rather than going here, I want to see them be calm, and I want to hit right on that chin. So if I start doing this or going here, we have a less likely to stop that attacker. Again, what we're talking about now is stuff I never want you to use. All right, obviously, all of it. But the idea is being armed with just, hey, just one. It might be a framing arm. It might be a cross. All right. So everybody in your stance, just let's show me a couple of them. Jab, 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 cross. It's all right. I always tell some of the students, if you want, what'll help is, since you're circled up, pick somebody across from you and just aim for their chin. Try not to make eye contact. But if you think about that, she took the toughest fight. But look, if I'm just going right down there and then I move a little bit, and then I move a little bit, but now it's more conversational. Does that make sense? So what we're doing is we talk about this in a fight. You're conversing with another human. You're conversing. It's a conversation. How are we talking? Feints, punches. Nissan wants to have a conversation with you. How do they do it? They take an ad out in a newspaper or a magazine, you flip through it. All right, the most intimate conversation almost you can have is in a steel cage. And people don't think about this because when you watch it or when you're doing the pads, I'm looking right at one eye the whole time. So it's not like I'm looking down or here. As soon as we get in there, it's the whole time. So it's so much more different. It's one of those sports where there's not a lot of other sports like it, to where we're just logged in right to their eye. I mean, literally watching every little movement of their eye for 15 minutes in a steel cage while there's all this stuff going on. Does that make sense? So that's what we want to focus on, is having that, we call it eye of the tiger. All right, cool. And what that means is when that tiger's trying to get that boar in the forest, one moment it looks away, that boar is going to go left, it doesn't eat tonight. Does that make sense? So that's kind of the eye of the tiger mentality, is just staying focused, 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 focused. All right? All right. So that's our basics. So how many people have ever done any boxing or kickboxing before? I knew that. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right. All right, cool. So let's do right now. So before we go into our kicks, does anybody have any questions about punching, striking, anything like that? No? Anything? Anything that you guys think that would be effective in a fight or self-defense situation? Open hand slaps. All right, cool. We don't talk about this, but there's a lot of fighters. There's one fighter, there's two brothers that fight. They're from Stockton. They do it to all these. I mean, as a fighter, it's one of those things you're not really ready for. Nobody does it to you in the gym. They call it the Stockton slap. And you see every time somebody, their eyes just go like, did that really just happen? But you can knock somebody out. If you use this part right here, and I want you guys to think, everybody hands up. I want you to think that when I'm doing my, what's called my lead hook, I don't go here, all right? I've taught so many athletes this, and I love it when they come out of the cage and like, oh, it was just like you told me. It's not like you think. It's just smooth, and it's just like a slap. So if I was to put this imaginary person here, come through and slap, all right? That's how my hook is. What I'm doing now is my hook is I'm slapping with my knuckles. So it's not here. I wouldn't slap like this. Some of you, I wouldn't slap like this either. I know, but you'd be surprised how many athletes come to me and they're throwing hooks like this. I'm like, what are you doing? Or they're throwing it here. But this, like a lot of boxers will teach this. I don't like that. That doesn't work for me. All right. When I come out, I want to throw it here and around like this, just like that. You guys got that? So that'll be our first kind of warm up that we do. Let me hear it. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Yeah, my thumbs up, because what's going to happen if your thumb's down is you're going to get that boxer's fracture. And plus, everybody feel this. So mechanically speaking, just everybody go like this. Feel your bicep. Now turn it. Oh, at the moment of impact, when I get through there, I need that. Ooh, I need that. So when you go here, a lot of boxers teach this. A lot of boxing trainers at Gold's Gym who have never fought teach this right here. They teach a lot of that. It's easier to teach. It's here. But right there. All right. Same thing with my rear hook. In my chest match, I call those my knights. All right. Knights can go two spaces and one. All right. And the knights are the only piece that can go over another piece. So because it's an angled strike. So we're playing chess. I got my pawns, my knights. All right. So I'm playing a little game. Does that make sense? All right. Cool. Let's do it. All right. Now.
It's like, I feel like when you're taught, you were taught to do it.
You're taught to do it that way. But. Yep. Boom. So so now let's talk about this. So now we're going straight. That's a good question. So when we're going straight, what I want to do is I want to come here and turn it over. So on a good one. So what I'm doing, yes. So that way, what we're trying to do is, you think about it, it's not like a juggernaut. I'm not trying to hit there on a good knockout strike. It's almost like a whip, like the battle ropes. So when you do those battle ropes, boom. So I'm trying to go as fast as I can. I go, whoa, right there. I just want that. So that's why precision is so important, that I'm just here. If I punch a little too close, I want to be here and just, it snaps. So when I'm throwing those fast punches, if my jab cross, it looks like this. It's just, it's not, I will not win. I just need to touch that chin fast. All right, cool. Let's grab a partner, grab a noodle.
Sounds good. Sorry.
One partner, one noodle per set.
Oh, okay. Oh, one noodle per person. It's like therapy.
Oh, we're good. We're perfect. No, we got it. We're fine. I'll mix around. All right, so we're going to use these as good tools that pro boxers use. Again, just for getting our hand and eye coordination. But come here real quick. So hands up. I'll be Mr. Bad Guy. All right? I should bring a wig and a mask. That's what I need. Like a luchador mask, right? All right. So what I'm thinking right here is, let's say this is my hand, right? It's my left hand. I'm going to do two things with this left hand. I'm either come around and grab that handle she's got on that cute little bun up there. No, that's what I don't want.
I can't defend myself. Wait a minute.
Grab your right ear. Grab it like this. Yeah. Now put this in. This elbow in. Right there. So think about that. I'm protecting my hair. So even when I'm in a fight and I come in, boom. Okay, cool. Now everything's open right there. Now she may want to do what? Yes, thank you. All right. It's called a block and counter. So watch. So I'm here. Pretend this is my hand. Now I want you to slap the open hand. Slap that. Slap it. Open hand. That's it. Cool. Look. And that, whether she realized it or not, immediately corrected her form on her hook. If I would have said throw a hook. Yeah, see? That's it. So I want you to think, if you think about this, just slap it. Open hand. That's it. And that's no different than when I throw a hook, all I do is slap. So that's how the hook happens. It's very fast, but if I'm here and I go to grab her hair, she blocks, and then she's going to slap me. That's it right there. So what I want to do is don't come all the way through. So we're going to go slow. All right, we'll switch every minute, but here's what we're going to do. I'm going to come here. I'm going to try and touch her ear lightly. Bring that elbow in. Yes. And then she's going to slap it right at the top, as far on the top we can. Now, we turn this into a regular hook in a real self-defense or fight. or we can slap them. That makes sense. I mean, you jar somebody, and then they know you're serious, especially they come up and they try and, yes, right there. So that's what I want you to get right now. We're going to go 1 for 1. All right, so I'm just going to go here, boom, and then she slaps it, and then we move a little bit. And then just, no, self-defense. No, you just, so that's it. But the most important thing is that we return to our self-defense stance. We're saying stop. So in between, so I'm here like, look, that's fine. Let's pretend. Let's pretend like I have a sword. Let's pretend like she's, because that's good, because that's how I want my stance. Come here. No, you're not, don't be scared.
Nice.
So no. So this right here is not my self-defense. Just chilling. Hey, look, stop.
Okay.
Dear Mr. Bad Guy, I don't want,
All right.
the thought is you're thinking, I don't want to have to do this. I really want you to believe that. I don't want to have to hurt this person. Does that make sense? Whatever's wrong with them, whatever they did, whatever bad day they're having, wherever they're starting stuff with me, if somebody starts stuff fight with me, there's a really bad reason for it, all right? They're either drugged up on something or think I have something they want. Does that make sense? So the idea is right now is I want you guys to just stand there, and then I'm going to try and touch the ear, grab your hair, like, yep, pretend like I'm trying to grab her hair. That's it. Just visualize that. So this is somebody's hand coming at, boom, and then she slaps. Yes, that's it, and then we'll move a little bit. All right, let's get it going. All right, and I'll switch every bell. Let's get a timer going.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
All right, cool. So you guys can slide in here. You guys can slide right in here. Right in here. Yeah. All right, so we'll go left hand only, left hand only. All right, left hand only, other left.
I feel like they all need to
Yeah. Left foot forward, left foot forward. Yep. So I just do it. Boom, boom, that's it. And then come on. Boom, boom. So get it in, protect your hair. Protect your hair and your ear. Yes, that's it. That's it. Good. Come on. Boom, boom. There you go. Come here. Yep. Boom, boom. Come on. So just chill, just like, hey, what's up? Nothing's going on. But that's why we're here. But that's what we're trying to work on. We're trying to work on right now in a safe situation. How do I just? That makes sense. It's hard. It's gonna be hard to put you in that situation, obviously. But if we can at least give you some of the basic form. So this is. I know we're playing now. But that's it. Beautiful. So we're just playing. All right. Boom. Boom. All right. Boom. 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 On the bell. We'll have a bell. Yes, switch. No way, no way. All right, Liz, go right there. Liz, go right there. That's it. All right, so come in. All right, so I'm coming in. Boom. So slap straight through. That's it. Ready? Boom. That's it. That's perfect. That's perfect.
I'm just like
Thanks, coach. Oh, no. Just short. Nope, don't load up on it. Watch. So when you go here, come down like this. No, right there. That's all. That's it. So they grab your hair, boom. All right, switch, rotate. Liz, you jump right there.
okay.
Switch right there. Boom. All right, let's do it. All right, so me, right there. Relax on me. That's me. Nope. I know, we're good. Ready? So I want you to just think right here. You're just protecting your hair and then slap. And when you protect your hair, roll a little bit. So get your stance. So roll with it. Yes. And then that's perfect. Right? Stand up.
I'm doing
good. Boom. So loosen up. So when I go here, load up. So you're coming here. Oh no, you're trying to grab me. And this kind of, yes, not that big. That's good. I'm going to try it. Ready, do it again. Hands up. Cut. So block. And then slap.
So like.
Yes.
And then,
that's your load up. So you're loading up with your body, not your hand. So when somebody goes to grab me, I'll go, oh no. And then boom, all right? So that's perfect. Good, rotate. Switch, grab that. Go. Boom. Jump right there. Steph. Oh no, you really have to go. You're punching, right?
Yeah.
All right, you go. Okay, I'll go with Stephanie. Cool. Let's go. Keep going. Left hand. We got 2 more rotations. Let's go. Yeah, my bad. Left hand. All right, so we're going here. Moving. Just me. Boom. All right, no, we're good. 0 for 1. All right. So when you do it, you kind of roll with it. Like if someone's coming in, you're going, yeah. Oh look. So if I was
wanting to do this.
Yep. So if you come in, boom, and now come straight through like a slap. Do it slow motion. Now, not that. I mean, I might have exaggerated slightly, but not too much. Right here. Right. Now, get your elbow behind it, right here. And then what happened is rotate your whole body. And then it drags your weapon through. So I'm here. Yes, so I'm dragging my weapon through as opposed to pushing. Boom. Go. Nice. That's it. That's it right there. Boom. Now, rotate and get that elbow in. Look at it. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. Boom.
Why am I doing that? I don't know why.
You have like two good ones. All right, so slow it down. Slow it down. Boom. Better. That's it. So the elbow. Make sure that elbow's in line with your slap. So that elbow's in line with your slap. It doesn't want to be below it. That was it. That was it. Superman hook. All right, do it again. Do it again. Boom. And then we move. Boom. Maybe even touch it. Maybe even.
I'm right-handed, but this feels more comfortable.
Perfect. Perfect. Do that. Do that. Do that. So what's going to happen? Put that left hand right here right in front of me. Boom. I'm going to come in. I'm going to grab that hair, right? And you're going to go right here. And now you're going to do an uppercut. You're doing that. Does that make sense? Yep. Go. Perfect. No, we'll do that. No, that's not it either. But, so do a hook. What happened? That's it.
Okay, that feels a lot more comfortable. I don't know why I'm doing that foot.
That's it. That's it. That's it. But roll a little bit more because think about it. I'm gonna visualize. We're coming in. You have to no. We'll put your hand out. Like I'm attacking. Like I'm not. But pretend I'm coming in. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna come in and grab for that hair. Boom.
Okay.
And then bam.
Okay.
Yeah. Ready. Ready. Boom. That's it. That's it right there. Yes. Yes. So look, losing you. It's all right. But just think, I'll just slow. Boom. Perfect. Perfect. I'm trying not to look. I'm just wishing about her partner. Go. She's doing good. Boom. Nice. All right, switch.
Oh, shoot.
Switch. And Stephanie, you grab the noodle. One more. It's last minute. Last minute. All right. No, we're good. I'm trying to get everybody to go. You guys just switch across. No, we're good. I'm trying to go with everybody just a little bit. Hands up. So you're thinking about if somebody's coming in, put your left hand out in front of me. All right. I'm coming in, grabbing that hair.
Oh, here.
Boom. And the elbow comes in. Elbow right there. Boom. And then a little slap. That's it. Pull this up. Right. So coming in. Boom. Good, but don't let it. Boom. So come through just like this. Yep. There. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Good. That's it. That's it. But rotate a little more into it, but that's it. So this is somebody grabbing at your hair, and as soon as they come in, hands up. As soon as they come in and grab, oh, that makes sense. Even if you come in, they're not going to come here. They're going to come in. They're going to come in big, or if they come in here, block that side too. All right, so block that side. All right, cool. Split the noodles up before somebody loses an eye. Before somebody loses an eye. All right, so that's really basic, and that's a good drill. You got some of these noodles or whatever. It's more about having fun, but it's just getting used to just moving here, all right? So let's do our last, we'll do 2 escapes really quickly. Let me use you, please. All right, so she's texting at a bus stop. I don't know why she's not paying attention. Somebody comes up, all right, grabs here, boom. What does she want to do, all right? So go ahead and do that. Yes, thank you. That's it, that's it. So what I'm doing, say I'm here. First thing I want you to get, what do I want to do? I'm not going to do it, but what am I going to do first? Headbutt, 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 headbutt. Now, when I headbutt, I don't jump back. I want to sit like I'm sitting in a chair, then headbutt. Because if I go to jump back, as soon as I jump back, she can lift me and I go airborne. So as soon as I feel this, my first thing is here. I want to go right here. All right, I'm just here. Oh, okay, cool. All right, now what I want to do to break this is I drop. I'll show it, but what she wants to do is she wants to put her right or left ear on my spine, like you're listening to my thoughts. Yes, there we go. Now she's safe. Now if I try to headbutt her, I'm going airborne. So once I sit here, okay, now she's got there, I'm going here. And then what I want to do is I want to turn. All right, so that's how I break that. I break that now. I don't want to go fall to the ground. I want to make sure that I'm turning into her. I don't just want to go straight down. She's just going to go down with me. So I'm here, now I'll grab here, and I just want to come here. Hoop, and now I'll break, and then I turn, boom. And then I have what's called double underhooks. So we're going to work that just one impact. So she comes back, boom, push. Turn in, and boom. All right, and now I'll turn into her. All right, the second one we're going to work. All right. So let's say she comes in and grabs. Go ahead.
Go again.
Yep, right there. Over, under. So now it's another spot where somebody might grab. Now, where's this more likely? If they're here, she might be going for a choke or holding my neck. Now, if she's doing that, I'm going to go here, lift her up, and throw her over. We're not going to work that today. All right. Go back, go back, go back.
Okay.
Nope. This one. Yeah. So right there, this is what's called over, under. Now I'm in a bad spot. What is my first thought? Heavy. I want to get heavy so that I don't get thrown either way. Second thought. Knock his teeth out with my head. All right. So when the ear goes down, I want to think I'm choking. A lot of people, when we do this, even fighters go, which one do I grab? All right. It's really easy. If I grab this one, she chokes me out. If I grab this one, she doesn't. But I want to think as soon as she gets, that makes sense? So if I grab this one, she's going to choke me out with this one.
Oh, yeah.
Ah. All right. Called a rear naked choke. All right. That was awesome. First one. All right. So I want to think if someone gets my back, sit in a chair, think about that head, but protect this. Because in a real fight, I don't want to do it now, but I don't want to show it. It's not even fun to show it. In a real fight, she's going to maybe throw 1 or 2 punches. She might have a handful of my shirt or my belt right here, and she might start throwing punches right here. So if I'm thinking that block right there, then I bring it straight down. So as soon as we feel this one, I want you guys here. All right, and then we'll take a moment right here. Okay, I'm protecting my face against the punch, and I'm here, and then I grab this wrist, and I break, and then I turn, and now I'm out, and now I got her. You guys got that? Cool. All right, let's do this really quick because I know we have one student who has to get out of here. All right, cool. We got 10 minutes. There's plenty of time. All right, so that's going to be our back escapes. You guys got that? All right, before we get into that, we're going to do our Kung Fu move. All right, cool. Thank you for laughing. All right, cool. All right, come here, Liz. You've seen this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stand regular, stand opposite, hands up. All right, so we get here. What I want to do is I'm going to come here. I'm going to grab her. No, relax, relax. All right. All right. It's called, in judo, we call it uke and tori. She's uke, I'm tori. Tori is the executor or thrower. Uke is the receiver of the technique. So right now I have her, right? So now she's going to become tori. It's this constant flow of what's called uke and tori. So right now she's like, oh no, you got me. She's going to do a kung fu move. Other way. No, just nope, right around. Boom. Yep, and grab my wrist. All right, so this is in MMA, we're up against that cage. This is 101. We got a head or we have an underhook. I'm kneeing. I have to win here. Whoa. Does that make sense? All right. So let's just get this because this is one of those things where this is what I want you to practice. If you take anything from here and you want to work on something with a partner somewhere, right? We're going to come in. I'm protecting my face. I'm going to grab her wrist. All right. Students. Oh, sorry. All right. So we're going to do a drill. She goes. And then maybe she pretend pulls me back past that line. All right. I'm going to go here. Nope. No. And then I go. Whoosh. And I'm going to pull her a little bit. No, little resistance. No hot. Little resistance. Like, oh, no, you got me. And then you go. Boom. And then I'm like, oh, no, she's got me. So what I'm doing is when I'm receiving the technique is I'm trying to be comfortable when somebody grabs me. So when she's got me, okay, cool. She's got me. That's fine. And then all of a sudden, boom, now I got her. And then we go, okay, now that makes sense. So we'll do that on both sides. On the bell, we'll switch sides, and then we'll do our 2 back escapes. But I really want this wrist movement is going to be crucial. All right, let's get it going. So, all right, so, all right.
Am I going for you?
No, you're going to I'm going to put your right. So there you go. Let's get that other hand up. Remember, we're pretending like we're in a self-defense situation. So, yeah, nice. All right, cool. So I'm right here. Boom, go ahead. That's it, right there. Okay. So one of the most important things, check it out, is we don't come what I want to do on this is when she grabs my wrist, I don't pull away and come back. What I'm doing, the secret is using the back of that's why I call it Kung Fu move. It's just fun. I use the back of my wrist to not let her go, but transition over. So if I try and pull away and come back, I'm going to lose it. So when she grabs it, I'm here. Let's do some slow. So if you guys want to do some slow, boom. So it's this. All right, cool. Switch wrists. Yes. That noise helps. I've heard. All right, switch your wrists. All right, switch feet. All right, cool. So you grab my wrist. You're just holding it, right? No, hold it. You're trying to maybe pull in somewhere. Light. And I go, boom. All right. And then I try and pull you somewhere. Boom. Yes. Go. Yes, that's it. Yeah. But try. So you guys come over here just a little bit so you don't step on the noodles. There you go. That. I got a better idea. All right, perfect.
Come with me.
All right, so that's it. Good. And then I go. Boom. Come here, boom. Slow down, slow down. Boom. Relax, relax. Boom. Boom. Good. Pull. Boom. Got it. A quick tip. So when we do this real quick, because I know some of you are doing this. So when I get here, I don't want to go here. I don't want to bend my elbow. I want everything to happen out there. So when she grabs my wrist, if anything, I'm going farther back and then going bloop, right here. What I don't want to do is go, because that's bringing her in for an elbow. I want to keep the bad attacker away. So let's work on that. It's staying long, staying long. I'll go. You guys go. You guys go. Boom, boom. Boom. So don't pull. So right here, when you grab it, I'm here and I go, boop. Whoa. Ready, go. Yes, that's it. That's it. But grab right here, the wrist bone. All right, ready? Go. Now grab the wrist all the way to the, yes. Okay. So then it's like, boom. I'm wondering which. Who's pulling who? So that's the idea, though. So that's the idea. So that's, boom. So see that little, that's it, that's it. So you grab, though. So there's no, there we go. Boom, boom. All right, rotate, find a new partner. All right, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. All right, so we'll switch, put your, all right, so I got your wrist. I'm trying to pull you, right? So just go ahead, do that move. Yes, but try not to bring me towards you. Everything just goes, right here. Ready, go. Yes, but now when you get there, right there. So you have my wrist. So that wrist, that's it. So anywhere here or here, I can pull away. It's almost like the perfect one is right there. Hey, real quick, another side note. All right, the perfect wrist lock. I know I don't want to grab the forearm. Everybody do that. Boom, right there. All right, I'm grabbing right here on that wrist bone. Not with this, but with that. So I have literally right on the joint is where I want to grip. Then I close the other fingers, but so you can think about it, the perfect one is right on that joint, and then I go there. So if she does the move, she's going to go right to that. So she's a little bit right there. Got it? So really focus on getting, I know it's very specific, but that's what we're going to work on, just getting right on that. So let's go, let's go. All right, so we're here. Put that hand up. That's beautiful. Boom.
Sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. All right, switch your grips, switch your grips. Switch to the other side. All right, go. That's it, that's it. But now, yeah. So now it's kind of, we're bringing actors, right? So now you're pretending like, oh, now you're pulling me. I'm going, oh, no.
I got my arm bent.
Yep, so nope. So stay long. You're here, yeah, like that. Because now you're the attacker. So pull me. Like you're trying to pull me off. Yes, that's it. Yep, no, then I go. So then I go, boom. And now, just let me pull you a little bit. So, okay, now you're, yes. But just, all it's just here. Ooh, all on your wrist. Ooh, all right. So I'm pulling you. Boom, that's it. And now get that wrist. There we go. Oosh. All right, I'll go. Boom. That's it, that's it. That's it, that's it, that's it. Kung Fu move, yes, right there. Got it. Whoosh. So hands up, there you go. Stay as long as you can.
I'm sorry.
Good. All right, switch partners one more time, they'll switch grips twice.
That's good.
Come on, let's go. You guys go, you guys go. Oh, you guys can go. Liz, let's do it.
I forgot what I was doing.
All right, no, right here. So put that hand up. Like this. All right, go. Boom. There we go. So I'm here, and I'm like, oh no, she's got me. So it's just one move.
I'm so bad at like.
That's it. That's it. Really get really huge flexion on that. Boom. So she did opposite. She went opposite. Yep.
See, I just want to run away. And
Whoosh. Good. Good. Nice. That's it. That's it. Feel it. It's just kind of loose, and then one move. All right, switch your grips. 1 more minute. Switch your grips. We got it. We got it.
one more time.
Hand up. We got 1 more minute. There. So I'm here. I'm like, oh no, she's got me. She got me. Yes, that's it. So you see how it's a whole motion the way you're trying to really move the whole arm. All right, let's hit.
So we just did an interesting one where what if you try to come across?
Then that hand will hit you, and that's why you don't want to do that. So,
Yeah, so that wouldn't be a smart. Yeah.
well, because then they get behind you. So let's say real quick, that's a good question.
Yeah, let's see.
So we'll do it. All right, we have it. Let's everybody end real quick. We got a good question.
The question was if the attacker
So
Just to
if I'm
cross.
standing here,
Yeah.
yep.
And I'm the attacker. I grabbed the left. Instead of opening,
So
I tried to attack her, and she was like, "Wait, how do I flip this one?" Yeah, you just got the wrong one.
So that's the idea. She attacks. So it's watchable. So if I'm here and she grabs this one, I can get immediately to her back. So it's not a huge advantage for her. So if I grab here, right here, that means I'm gonna try and turn my back. Does that make sense? And take her somewhere. You got a much better chance of getting here because that'd be great. If they grab across and turn, that's great for you. Now you
So what do I do to?
I would throw a big left hook to this chin with your left hand. Don't do it now. Yes. Would that make sense?
Well, okay. So if you attack me,
so if I attack you
with me,
yeah,
then
I'm not going to say, "Hey, come with me." Would you? The idea is that watch. So I'm here now. I'm probably not going to pull you here. Does that make sense? But if it's the same thing, do that kung fu move. Nope, do that kung fu move.
Oh.
Other way. Boom. Same idea.
Oh.
It's the same idea. Yeah. So that's if you think yes. So if I'm here and let's say the white van's over there, that's where I'm trying to go. All right. Cool. All right. So I'm trying to go. Okay, I'm trying to pull her there. All right. That makes sense. That's what I try and tell her. Like that's what the idea is if someone grabs your wrist, why are they grabbing this? They're either going to strike you or they're trying to take you somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. So that's the idea behind these. The grips, the first one. And this is so crucial because when we have that UFC glove on, it's almost like a little handle. All right. So when if you ever watch cage fighting or watch one, you'll see when we get against that cage, whoever wins that kung fu move, and that's what we're constantly fighting for. Like somebody pins somebody against the wall, you're constantly fighting. Whoever gets that one is the winner. So that's why just getting that either way will be effective. Does that make sense? Cool. All right. So we call it kung fu move, but yeah. So let me see it. Grab. So if I grab an opposite. Nope, it's the same idea. So you're going to remember, you're trying to use the back of your wrist. So she wants to turn the back of her wrist. So if I grab her here, she uses the back of her wrist. Yep, right. And grab, right? So use the back of your wrist and grab mine. Boom. So if I grab her here, it's the same idea. Yes, okay. Yes. But but then they're back to you, which is a huge advantage. That's why it's not as likely that I'm going to come in here unless I'm going to try and really take her somewhere. That makes sense? Yeah. All right, cool. All right, let's do our back escapes. I think we'll do this. Come on, come here. Hey, all right. So now we're gonna do a little. I feel like this is advanced groups. All right. So when she grabs my wrist, I'm gonna do my kung fu move, and I'm gonna go to her back as opposed to just walking up behind her. All right. So we're doing a kung fu move to an arm drag. I'm gonna drag her arm right here because where do I want to be? Behind her. So I'm gonna pull in. And then go right to that grip, and then she does what? Yes. There, and then what? Yep, and then what? Yes. Grab the wrist. Push it out, away, and then circle out, and now you have the wrist, and now you're in a dominant position immediately. So again, okay, now I'm going to grab your wrist. Boom. Kung fu move. Good. Grab the back of my arm, pull it through.
Wait,
yep, you're taking my back. So right there, grab your hand. Boom. So now I'm trapped. Take this one. Boom. Let's just go back and forth again. So watch. So we're coming in. Watch. So we're coming in. I grab her wrist. Kung fu move. She takes my back. I'm in a bad spot. She's not there. Good. Oof. All right. And now I'm back to here. All right. Cool. And now she grabs my wrist. Boom. Doosh. All right. And then she grabs the wrist. She goes out. Let's just go one for one. Super slow. Yes.
If somebody tried to kidnap you.
Yes.
And they are full, like, I'm taking this woman with me. What are the odds you're actually getting that arm off of you? Because I feel like they're going to have a death grip on you. And me doing this is not necessarily. Yeah, because I'm imagining.
Like a 6'5".
So let's see. Where's a good spot?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Let's see if I make it to that third line, I win. All right? No, it's a joke. Watch. So if I come up, no, go ahead, turn around. So if I come in, you go here. Go ahead. Try and break. No. Oh, she had a 50-50 chance. So before anything, I want you to think, protect that face. Okay. And then come down.
Oh, dude, the left. Wait,
nope, okay, so that's a great question. The way it's going to make it a priority. Teach this. What we're doing today, teach this. Find somebody to teach. Find somebody to teach. Make a priority. Maybe, but that's the idea is find somebody to do this with. I mean, that's why the tough part about doing self-defense, I'm just trying to arm you with some of the techniques. Let's do it. That's even better. One under, one over. Right here. Nope, this one's out. All right. All right. Now,
with me.
no, it's not gonna. It's not gonna. You're gonna pick her up, and you're trying to take her over there, right? Go ahead. So but that's the idea.
No,
even when I'm going with huge, bigger guys or go bigger guys. I mean, I usually grapple with people 200 pounds, and they can't pick me up and lift me up, and that's the idea. They should be able to, but it's not as easy as you think. It's that technique. So let me do it. All right, so we're gonna come in. All right, ready? So I'm gonna take you right over there. Do whatever you gotta do. Right on the headbutts. All right, cool. All right, so that's what I'm gonna try to do. Ready? Go. What? But what did she forget? She did not grab that wrist. Grab that wrist. Other one. Right there. Now I can't lift you up. I know, but it takes away my ability to lift. So because you're pushed. That's perfect though. But that's it. Sit here. And I'm telling you, you become like so much heavier. When a bigger guy comes out and puts me, so gets me against the wall, he's got me here and against the wall, I'm here. I just want to be here. I want to get heavier. Does that make sense? So let's do it again. Pop quiz number 3. Push. Boom. No. But push with your arm straight out. And now, no. We call it oompa. Watch, I'll show you. Go behind me. It's another little thing. So here, when I get here, it's an explosive. Boom. Does that make sense? Cool.
Were you using the other arm too?
So do it again.
Now, sit like you're sitting in a chair. Yes, right there. Now, push straight out. Straight out. That makes sense?
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
So, what's that?
What if they get you?
So now if I'm here, boom. Yes, she just did it. But right there, that's it. I either her. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Or go to my knee, or she slides under and headbutt. It only takes one. I always say this jokingly, not jokingly, but a white belt with good intentions is much more dangerous than a black belt with bad intentions. If you do jiu-jitsu with me, you're going to get hurt, beat up. It's going to be miserable. All right? You do it with a white belt, they're more likely to knock your teeth out, like doing a drill like this, or elbow you in the face. So it's they have good intentions, that makes sense, but they're more likely to do something like that. So that's why drilling this stuff, like, yeah, if you're in that situation, that's what it is. Better than to go, okay, I'm accepting it. Heavy, protect the neck, grab the wrist, and that's the idea. So we'll just do it again. Again, we're not thinking of just grabbing, thinking about just sorry. So we're gonna go slow motion. So I'm gonna go here, boom, yes, right there. Now go ahead and now put your back into me, turn, and that's at least get you a little more time. And then you have what we all know, right? What? Cool. So come here.
Oh.
To finish the series, all right, she comes here, she goes low, she gives me one good headbutt, boom, oh, come on, not a real one. Did anybody else hear that? All right, no. All right, so I go here, she drops, and then when she goes here, no, before she put that framing arm, boom, and then what does she have? Split the uprights, bump, all right, at least your first shot, so she's in a much better position. She's putting me here, boom, I'm here. She drops, boom, yes, and then and that's the idea. Am I going to do all this when it happens? If you think about it and you drill it, again, it's just about, hey, find somebody who wants to do this. Find somebody, find a good gym. I know a couple. But you don't have to go in and spar. You go in and just get the basics down. A lot of what I do at my school is we do just boxing and jiu-jitsu. We don't do a lot of elbows and stuff because in my mindset, the ability to wrestle and the ability to punch your way out of something is more important than thinking about cracking somebody open with elbows and bleeding on you and whatnot. So some of this basic stuff, I know, right? So it's a different sport. All right, cool. All right, so that's the idea is when we're doing that over under, that's the idea. I want to get in and go, okay, cool. I'm not going to be a victim. I'll be if they're back there. Again, if you drop down and they go down with you, it's a lot easier to get away. If you drop down and they stay up, then it's just boom. You know what I mean? And one headbutt, like I said, they're looking for an easy attack. And as soon as they lose a tooth, I'm sure they're going to second guess everything they're doing. Hey, maybe this isn't worth it. That makes sense. So let's try a couple more, drill a couple more, and then now we're even. So now I can coach the whole time. Grab a partner. Let's do it. It's like, excuse me, I have this beautiful 1989 white van I'm going to put you in. How would, yeah. I'm staying away from that group. All right, that's it.
Yeah, because it's the opposite
Yep. So
of my
the biggest thing is, first thing is, as soon as she gets you back, is I want to protect my face, and then drop the hand straight down, and now push out, and that's it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
And then,
Yep. And we call it oompa, or like a hip thruster. If you have that bar on there, it's a hip thruster. So that's how I get out. So that was Stephanie. That might have been a good answer. So it's this right here, when I break the hand. So I didn't add that, but that's a tip. It's called oompa. If someone's on top or we have mount, we call it oompa. If I'm right here, I'm going to grab that wrist and then I go pop, my hips right out. And that also puts weight into my attacker so they can't throw me. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, let's go. Let's go. We got it.
I always worry about that. Fabulous strong.
Oh, let's see it. Let's see it.
Here you go. Okay.
So you got this? Yep, right there. Boom. Protect your neck. Oh, wrong hand choker. You get the choker. Come on, Liz. Yes. If they get the wrong hand, be a good training partner, a good friend, and choke them. Lauren. Yes. Yep. So I'm here. Boom. First of all, you want to drop down. Yep. And then I know we're not thinking about it. Then what? Headbutt. Forward, and then turn. And that. Yep. Yes. Or get underneath. And think about. You got me. No, I got you. Think about when I really want to do this. I'm going to grab their legs and take them. I'm going to pull their legs out. So the idea is, don't do it now, but when I get behind her, she wants. I'm here. I'm going to try to lift. You go down, boom, and then you turn into me. And you're going to try and turn all the way into me. You're going to put this shoulder in my, turn all the way, turn. You're going to put your shoulder in my belly button. You're going to grab the back of my pants, and you're going to run. Yes. Cool. Does that make sense? Cool. Let me see this one now. Let's see this one. Let me see it. Let me see it.
You're doing it.
Yes, that's it. That's it. That's it. So basic. So basic. So basic. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So we're coming in. So we're here. You're here. I got right here. Boom. Oh, nope.
No.
All right, let's do this. Let's try the overrunner, please. The first thing you think, I want you to think. I want you to I'm protecting my head. Okay? So when I get back there, just think that. Boom. Protect this side. Boom, boom.
Oh, okay.
All right? Nope, with this hand.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Now go right down to that arm. No. Your left hand goes right down to my wrist. Other one. So that's it. That's it. So that's, yep. So right there. Boom. Yep, right down to that wrist. Go. That way you don't have to think about it. I'm going, okay, he's got me. All right, boom. It goes straight down.
So he just thinks you're like, just, stop.
That's what we're trying. We're trying to just get that wrist control. It's really, we're going to try a couple more times.
Okay.
Boom. Yes.
I'm good.
Straight down. And then oompa. And then elbow. Yes. All right, good. Yes.
It doesn't matter. But so when you're doing this, it's. You're good.
Boom.
So you do turn it.
You do turn it. On the hook. Yes, that's it. Yeah. So on the jab and cross, it's like a whip. It's like you want all the energy. The hook. It's like, yes. And you'll see it's because at the moment of impact, we'll do this one. At the moment of impact, I want to rip this through. So if I rip it through, I have this engaged. As soon as I turn this is no longer engaged. So I don't have that snap. All right? Sometimes. Every day.
Every day?
Every day somewhere.
It's really good to practice a few days.
Yes, a lot. Yeah. Just to get it. And this is just the fundamentals, It's just about, once you get it, then just come in and you just do it. You do it.
It's just practice.
Are you out, Liz? All right. All right, everybody circle up, please.
One last question. If somebody comes at your neck,
Okay.
they have you by the neck already, like they just come straight.
That's a great question.
Flip?
Yes. So we have, let's try it.
I'm grabbing your neck.
I'm gonna get one. All right, so she's choking. It's the same idea. What do we talk about today? What do I want to control? What do I want to, the wrist. Today was all about wrist control. All right, today that's what it's about. It's fundamentals of grappling. That's where it starts. It's not with the under. It's I want to control a wrist. So if she tries to choke me, I want to first of all control that wrist. And now I have that wrist, and now I'm gonna. Oh, now I got 2 hands on that wrist. Now what do I do?
Okay, we don't have to do that part. No, we don't have to do that part. Okay.
All right, but that's the idea, and you'll see that again. A lot of this stuff I learned from doing it in the cage, but I'm kind of obsessed with it. So a lot of it's come from watching security videos, like watching real life bar fights in the sidewalk. There's one of this woman, I think it's in Africa somewhere maybe, and there's a guy kind of messing with her, and it's like in the middle of like a huts, and he gets behind her, and she does that, and she goes to her knees, and pretty much knocks the guy out. She grabs him like, I'm not gonna do it. Go right behind me. So she grabs him, and she's right here, and drops to her knees, and his head hit first. It's called a sewi nage. It's called an over the back throw. It's one of the main throw-dos that we have in judo. All right, cool. So basically we're here. Instead of getting her back right here, I might come in and grab her wrist and come right here, whoa, and then she's going over. All right. The other one is what's called a hip toss. Push against me. So if we're here and we're fighting for position, that's called the hip toss. So those are 2 of the most fundamental, because someone's pushing against me. I'm like, okay, and I use their energy, kind of like Aikido. That's for more of an Aikido, but that's the 2 main. So those are the 2 throws that I want you to learn, because what I do if somebody really comes up and already has that choke in, they're going to pull you back. If they're doing that, they're doing it for one of 2 reasons, right? If I'm coming in here, I'm either trying to rob her, right? Trying to rob her or take her somewhere. Or I'm trying to, take her somewhere. Does that make sense? So, yes. And now, what's your next question? What's your question?
Like, is there any kicking involved here? I feel like my number one thing is like, I want to kick.
Well, yeah, I mean, sometimes yes. I don't know what you called it. What'd you call it?
Squeeze a peach.
Yeah. Sometimes I haven't done that in years, but sometimes you realize that, like, if you're trapped there, if your hands are trapped here, your ability to go ahead, lock up. I know you really love being. No, okay, that one's fine.
Oh,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This right here.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh. You see that? I mean, grab a handful of 1 or 2, and that usually slows them down. Yeah. And that's legit. You missed the most important part. What are we calling it?
Squeeze a peach.
Yeah. So does that make sense? So and if I get here, and she goes to grab, and I get that wrist control, and the other one goes right here, and see how she turned her hips? Now I have a little bit more where I can either bring this one back or get right here. Does that make sense? So a lot of times if she gets behind me double, I can either go here or I can step around if I can do this fast enough and get there. Does that make sense? So go down. We didn't talk about this. What if she's got double under? What if she's here? All right. Now I have those headbutts. Now I push out. Now I can try and elbow, but I can also hold here, try and step behind her. Or if she's got me down here, what do? I go down, I grab the leg and just pull it straight up. All right. So if they're bent over and I'm here, I just grab that leg and grab straight up. Cool. So we'll review. Hands up. We have our dagger. Boom. Our broadsword. Ah. Right down the middle. Right down the middle. Straighten up your sword. There we go. It's like, all right. So we have that open hand slap. Boom. If we want to think about a successful hook, I'm slapping them with my knuckles. One thing that might help you guys is think about, again, we have these weapons on us at all times. If I have that sword, I'm not going to go here, right? If I have that sword, I'm going to do what? I'm going to drag the blade through. That what that means is there's the center line. I'm going to come through, drag the blade through. So my hook, I don't lead with my knuckles. That's the last thing it touches. When I do my hook or my slap, everything is done. My whole body has turned before the knuckles land. So that's about dragging our weapon through. Does that make sense? Cool. So we got our jabs, our crosses, our hooks, all right, a little bit of our block, looking ahead. We're protecting our hair. We're also protecting our chin. So we didn't come out. We're here, hey, look, I'm protecting, stop my hair. And if they're here and I'm here. What do I have from here? Something down the middle. If they're coming, grabbing here. All right. Now, if they're punching you down the middle, but a lot of times an attacker's going to come and grab, and they're not going to. You don't try and grab straight unless they're grabbing what? Your shirt. And then we have that hook or hook. Now we have elbows, we have knees. All right, for self-defense. But the idea today was, how do I avoid even getting in that situation? I want to win the wrist game. I want to win that wrist lock, and that at least gets what? I win the hand game. All right, and when you're locked in a steel cage with somebody, you realize how important it is just to win wrist control first, and then everything else second. All right. Then we do our back escapes. So those are two basic back escapes. Again, how do we get great at something like this? Just drill it. You know what I mean? Make it a part of something that you have. I try to make it fun. If you see it, as you guys, some people had too much fun. I won't point any fingers or name any names, but that's the idea. And in the kids class, I think I have a couple. I try to make it fun. I have more fun in the kids class than they do, and I want it. So if you could find somebody to have fun, do these basic stuff, or get my number. Cool. We have a gym there. I'm more than happy to do a Burn Women's Self-Defense, free seminar once a month, once a week, whatever. But that's also an option. So just something. The reason I like to do these is maybe inspire one person to go, hey, I'm going to go sign up at a jiu-jitsu school. Hey, you know what I mean? Or at least go home and say, hey, okay, I got a little bit of the fundamentals, but also having somebody behind you is.
Story somebody says, I got away.
That's it. I get those calls sometimes at 2 in the morning. I've been doing this. I started True Warrior Fitness in 2004. So that's 2 decades of, thousands of students. Favorite and not favorite call is sometimes it's the, Toby, man, I just got in a fight. Man, where you at? I'm at the bar. I did everything you said. I was like, dude. Or it's a woman calling saying, hey, look, I was almost attacked, but I got in my stance. And, so those are the fun calls. Those are the ones. The ones where they avoided it are the calls I like to get. So, any questions? Questions?
When can we schedule this again?
Hey, yeah, I'll talk to management. Yeah, as you can tell, it's a passion of mine. I think I told them I have 2,000 square foot MMA gym in the back of my office. It was our office gym for 4 years, and then I started inviting kids. I started a kids class 2 years ago, and now it's like an actual MMA gym. So I have that in the back of my office. I love to teach, if you can't tell. It's downtown Mooresville. Right, you know where Patisserie Cafe is? Right behind there. It's like the street right behind there. It looks like a regular house because it pretty much is. And then back in the back, we have a little where we used to sell rope out of for years. Now we made an MMA gym. So yeah. So if you guys are serious and you want to follow up, find a partner. Find somebody. Find somebody that you want to come and just come train. But yeah, we do a lot of this stuff, a lot of the fundamentals, and just drill. Try to make it fun, but also try to make it a little bit of a good workout. But some of you felt this. You may or may not have everybody stand behind you and try and squeeze you and not get out. And it's like, that's why we drill like this. Like, oh, okay. At least so it's not foreign. It doesn't happen the first time. And I know this. I mean, it's different because I know there's a lot of people, especially who have office jobs, who just never really touch other humans or get hugs. I don't know that I go one day without hugging somebody. It's usually double underhooks. So it doesn't matter. I've gotten the comment for years, hey, man, you're a really great hugger. And it's because when I hug, they don't know I'm thinking about which way they can go. I do the same thing. I always get underhooks. I'm like, okay, cool. I can take you. Yeah. So, no questions at all. Thank you. If you guys want my contact, they have it. If we want to do this again, we do the same thing, a little faster pace if you want. I had a whole bunch of ideas for kicking, punching, whatever we can do. I have all these. I have a whole bunch of pads, but that's the cool thing. I want to adapt it to something that you guys can walk away with, a little bit of knowledge, but a little bit inspiring. You know what I mean? You can tell it was fun. You guys had some fun. All right, so the idea is try and find a space or try and find a time we can do it. We just have fun. Cool? No questions? We done? All right, everybody. Sorry, it's a tradition. I would say I did make it up, but I've been doing it for 2 decades. No, just put them on top of it. Warrior on 3. 1, 2, 3. Warrior. Thank you.